Jorge Ayala, born February 14, 1944, in Formosa, Argentina, better known as King Clave, is an Argentine singer and songwriter whose hits were known in the 70s and 80s. Career: King Clave, Jorge Ayala. Career began in Argentina's Canal 13. He was later featured in the show Sábados Circulares de Mancera. From there, he went on to act in Special, Tropicana Club, Sábados de la Bondad, and other shows. In 1973 he acted in the show Sábados Sensacional de Amador Bendayan, Amador Bendayan's Sensational Saturday, in Venevision, Venezuela, and in 1974 he decided to be his own record producer and recorded his first international album with the hit Los Hombres No Deben Llorar, followed by Mi Corazón Lloró, My Heart Cried, Usted me dejó llorando, You Left Me Crying, Temido Amor para una Chiquilina, A Little Girl's Love's Theme, Nunca Más Podré Olvidarte, I'll Never Forget You, Por Culpa de Tu Amor, Because of Your Love, among others. In 1976 he debuted in Raúl Velasco's Siempre en Domingo, Always on Sunday. Since then, he has given shows across the world. Jorge F. Ayala, King Clave, befriended the singer Roberto Sanchez, who later became the famous Sandro, and one day he went to the legendary show Lounge La Cueva and introduced him to Billy Bond, one of the musicians. They created the movement called Rock Nacional Argentino. Billy Bond let him sing his Formosa Guaranías and some boleros, and in return, King Clave washed the glasses in that nightclub. One day Billy and King Clave composed the first ballad, La Canción de tus Lágrimas, and Billy took him, with that song, to debut in the biggest musical TV show of that era, A Scala Musical, on Channel 13. Then he began his career, constantly appearing in the best television programs as Sábados Circulares de Mancera, Canal 13, Sábado de la Bondad, El Special, Tropicana Club, y Grandes Valores, Canal 9. In 1968 he won the Newcomer Award at the third Festival Buenos Aires Song and Begins a Beautiful Face in his career. Participated in the film La Pandilla Inolvidable, released on October 27, 1971, in the movie theater Italia de Formosa. Some of the actors in that movie: Ana Maria Picchio, Celia Cadaval, Ubaldo Martinez, Santiago Gomez Cu, Luis Medina Castro, Louis Cohen, Pablo Codavilla Cachito Gomez, Carlos Medina, Taboo, Saturnino Lopez, with the polyphonic choir of Formosa led by Elder Milanese. June 4. His best-known songs so far were Used, Yo Te Amo Mi Amor, Yo Te Amo, and El Niño de la Calle Sonriente, in 1970. Following a personal problem he returned to his home province. In winter of 1972 he returned to Buenos Aires. In 1972 he began his studies at the School of Fine Arts in Buenos Aires, where he specialized in various artistic disciplines. Also at the time he studied a degree in copyright SADAIC, Argentina Society of Authors and Composers. His teachers Homero Exposito y Eladia Blázquez were counted. In 1973 he graduated as Bachelor of Copyright. That year would win the first prize at the Festival of Piriápolis, Republic of Uruguay. In 1973, he starred in the Sábados Sensacionales of Amador Bendayan program in Venevision of Venezuela. He was hired by Karen Record of Bienvenido Rodriguez, Dominican Republic, to artistically produce Fausto Rey, Sonia Silvestre, Camboy Esteves, among others, with whom he achieved significant international recognition as a producer and composer. That same year he produced for the PROMUS Seal of Venezuela, an LP with the star and actress Susana Jimenez from Argentina. In 1974, he decided to become the first independent producer in Argentina. He placed several artists at the top of sales from record companies Odeon, RCA Victor and Music Hall, among others. That year he traveled to Mexico, where he presented his own material and jumped into the international market. He immediately placed first in the rankings of all Latin America and sold 5 million singles of the song Los Hombres No Deben Llorar and many others. 2. Abeja Reina. Mi Corazón Lloro. Nunca Más Podría Olvidarte. Por culpa de tu amor, and Tema de Amor para una Chiquilina, among others. Abeja Reina, and other hits from King Clave were recorded and re-recorded by various artists from Latin America and Europe. In January 2012, King Clave re-recorded a version as Formosa folk music. 2 and 3 June 1975 was presented for the first time at Madison Square Garden, New York, and brought together in 3 concerts, 50,000 people, followed by the Olympia, Paris, Caesars Palace, Las Vegas, and many other world casinos. That same year was presented at the Televisa Channel of Mexico, to the most important program in that country, Siempre en Domingo, led by Raúl Velasco. Primetime debut with him Brazil singer Maurice Albert and Spanish singer Camilo Sesto. In 1976, again it is acting at Madison Square Garden, and began a tour across the United States, leading a caravan with Vicente Fernandez, with the participation of Juan Gabriel, Lola Beltran, Trio Los Panchos, Yolanda Del Rio and George Vargas, among other Mexican artists. At the conclusion of the tour, he starred in the Mexican film, La Hija de Nadie, released in early 1979. Immediately after appeared in Los Hombres No Deben Llorar movie, released on June 21, 1979, starring with Naomi Cerrato, actress whom he married in 1976. And Yolanda Del Rio. In 1980 he participated in the Argentinian film Ritmo, Amor y Primavera, of Enrique Carreras, with Cacho Chestnut, Monica Gonzaga, Tincho Zabala, Carlos Calvo, Juan Carlos Thorialan and Naomi. It premiered in January 1981. That year appeared several songs in Argentine telenovelas, Herencia de Amor, Un Callejón en las Nubes, Rosé, Aprender a Vivir, Lo Imperdonable, and thus manages to enter the market in his country, Argentina. In 1982, the Mexican singer Luis Miguel included a song of King Clave, Balado para mi abuela, on his album 1 + 1 = 2 Enamorados. In 1984 he co-starred in the Argentine Mexicana La Superdotada, directed by Juan Bautista Maggi-Pinto with Tixa Thelma, his wife Naomi and Orlando Cerrato Marconi. From 1985 to 1989, elected by vote of their peers composers, he served as vice president of S.A.D.A.I.C. Argentina Society of Authors and Composers. He has shot several films in Mexico, the US and Argentina, including Los Hombres No Deben Llorar, El Nido, La Hija de Nadie, El Cara Parchada, y La Pandilla Inolvidable, among others are. In 1985 he left his profession as a singer when he was elected vice president of SADC. In Buenos Aires, he devoted all his time to defend copyright. In 1990 he decided to become a trader in the Ramos Mejia neighborhood of Buenos Aires, Argentina, with his wife Naomi Cerrato, actress and model. In 2002, his wife and his son Sebastian convinced him to go back on stage. He was presented at the Hollywood Palladium in Los Angeles, California. From then he made successful performances in the best venues of Las Vegas, New York, Texas and Arizona, Mexico, Canada and Europe, and is still presented in different Latin American scenarios. Since then he lives with his family in Hollywood, Los Angeles, California. In July 2011 went to his hometown Formosa, Argentina, with his cantata, La Gran Fiesta Formosana, https www.youtube.com, watch, v=7ybgbdfdpuy. Musically accompanied by folk orchestra and chorus of the province, led by Professor José Luis Ayala. In January 2012 he was summoned to appear at the two most important festivals of Argentina, Cosquín, Córdoba, and the Festival of Corvina, Formosa. That same year he recorded his folk cantata, La Gran Fiesta Formosana, https www.youtube.com, watch, v=uj44 moisi, https www.youtube.com, watch, v=axu0ffbw800. In August 2013, King Clave was recognized by the UN for his interpretation of Los Hombres No Deben Llorar song. Was chosen as music for the international campaign to combat the abuse of women and girls. In 2013, King Clave released his new album Punto G, produced by his son Sebastián Ayala Cerrato. Recently, in the months of May and June 2014, on a tour of Colombia, received a warm welcome in his reunion with your audience and was acclaimed by 17,000 people in Diamante Baseball Cali Stadium, starting their tournée, the most successful of these times. https www.youtube.com, watch, v=wm_7edm0wvzg. Today he is on tour throughout the US, and will be presenting several concerts in Latin America. Personal life. On September 21, 1976 he married in Acapulco, Mexico, with Noemi Cerrato, to whom he remains married until today. They had a son named Sebastián Ayala Cerrato. External links: www.kingclave.com, http www.pandora.com, station, play, 3,311,366,708,580,485, https www.youtube.com, results, search_query =King plus Clave plus, http www.informador.com, mx, Entretenimiento, 2008, 9674 sixths, Ofrecen King Clave Palito Ortega y Leodán un nostálgico concierto, htm, King Clave at the Internet Movie Database.